The trends that we're seeing in talent management in the environment and in the business environment have enormous implications for HR technology. Here at Meta4, we exist in order to bring HR technology to our customers. And so we're keenly aware of the implications that this has for us as an HR technology provider. One of the implications is who uses the technology. Again, if we roll the clock back, it was primarily the domain of an HR team. HR teams used HR systems. Now it's much more widespread. Every person in an organisation generally will use an HR portal through some kind of employee self-service, through managers self-service. Managers will be able to access information about their teams and to be part of workflows and managerial processes to manage people in their team. So it has revolutionised who uses HR technology. It's revolutionised when they use it. Again, it used to be one came in and at work did certain processes, end of the day, that was the end of it. And now it's much more moving towards a 24/7 availability. So we have more people using a system, we have them using it across a much wider time scale. What they're using it for, so the scope, again, it's only HR technology which is fully integrated that is going to be able to meet the needs that we see organisations have in this new environment of talent management. Only software and platforms which are able to integrate information that's coming through from perhaps core employee records, also performance management, also compensation, also development, also recruitment. So those platforms which bring all of that information together and enable executive teams or managers or employees to slice and dice the information, to use analytics which is drawing on information regardless of which functional module it might exist within. Those are going to be the technologies that really enable organisations to be much more successful in this new environment that we find ourselves. And perhaps finally, I think the focus used to be much more on an operational short-term basis, so answering the questions of today. The time frame is much more changed now. So those technologies which enable executive teams at a strategic level to be able to look into the future, to use predictive analytics, to be able to look at trend data and then escalate that into the future and provide information that will really set the direction and contribute to organisational and strategic decisions of the future. Those are going to be the ones that succeed. So the implications for technology is perhaps who uses it, where they use it, when they use it, what time scales, and the scope of the data and information that they're using within that HR technology. And that's why we at Meta4 are proud that we have an integrated system that brings that information together across all of the functional areas, that enables all of the business actors, whether they're employees, managers, executive teams, HR teams, to have the portal and the access anytime, anywhere that they need that information, that they need to run that analytic, that they need to respond to that workflow prompt or alert. The technology and the software is available to them. So much more flexible and fluid software is needed, which is intuitive, which is easy to use, which doesn't require training, and that's very much what Meta4 is in the business of.